to my channel. So this is my third time filming this video. Hopefully this works, this one. This is my Project Level Up update. This project is created by Sophie Alexandra. I have her channel linked in my description, so please go check her out. But basically it is a no pan left behind, pan those eyeshadows, pan in every palette, pan that palette style project, all combined into one. It takes the best and the hardest of every other project and just mushes them all together. So I am working on 2 palettes, and actually this is the last month for a while that I will only be working on 2 palettes, which is very, very, very exciting. I've been working on the Club Nebula from Kaleidos and also the Avatar Air palette from Lethal Cosmetics. So this is my level 4 and this is my level 3. This one is done. She is done. I will put up on the screen what it looked like last month, but I'm so pleased that she is done. So this is a palette that I already had quite a lot of pans in. For my level 3, I had to use every single shade 3 times and also hit 3 separate pans in this project. So as of last update, I had hit 2 pans and I've done all my uses. As you can see, there's quite a lot of wear and tear and love on this palette, but I didn't have my 3rd pan. And now, do I have my 3rd pan? I absolutely do. I am so pleased. I was working on this shade initially, as you know if you've been following me on this series, but I had pan in Queen of Blades and I am so excited. This one was one that I kind of noticed there was a little bit of a dippage, and then one of you suggested I should just switch to this green, and I was like, yes, let's do it, because this one, as beautiful it is, I don't need a lot of the product, and so it would have taken me longer to hit pan, and I'm at the point now where I need this to be rolled out. I need this to be rolled out, put back in my drawers. I've used it a long time now, and I just want to say goodbye to it for the time being. Anyway, went into Queen of Blades 5 extra times this month to hit pan. I will put up on the screen, if I can find them, some of the pictures of the makeup looks. I did do a couple specific like green looks with this shade because I was doing looks based off of the books that I've read for the month. Usually I do like the top book that I've read and I do that as a dedicated video, but this last month, for April at least, I did all the books that I read for my channel members, and I did looks for all of them, and I did go into this shade at least a couple of times, maybe even 3 times to be fair. So I got a lot of use, even though I only said I went into it 5 times. For at least a couple of those uses, I like kept dipping in because I was packing it on quite a lot because they were very green looks. So that's how I was able to hit pan on it in just 5 uses. The last time that I went into it, I used it as a little bit of a liner, and then I hit pan. I was like, oh, I am done. I am done. I actually filmed a short while I was doing that, which is not live on my channel yet, but I'm assuming I will get that ready maybe today or tomorrow. I don't know when I will have that, but you'll see the live pan action, somewhat of a live pan action with this one. So very pleased that this is being rolled out. And you know, this is the hardest level 3 that I've had in a while. The last hardest level 3 that I've had personally was from the Honey palette from Colourpop, where obviously there's a lot of mustards and yellows in that palette. Typically 4 and 5 are the worst levels, right? You go up to 4 and 5, and then you go down to 1 and 2, and they're so easy and nice and lovely. But level 3 for this palette, I didn't think it was going to be as hard as it was or take as long, and it definitely takes a while. It takes a while, but I love how used and abused it looks. So very pleased that I was able to get a lot of use on it, and it's a palette that I really enjoy, and it's old too. So, you know, it's like a double whammy. I like that I'm using my old palettes. This one, however, I haven't even had it a year. This was released last summer or this time around, but I only received it August last year. And this is, I got the whole collection of the Avatar from Lethal Cosmetics, but this is the Air palette. So this one I had rolled, this has been in the project now 2 months. I rolled it in a little bit prematurely because I thought I was going to get through the Club Nebula a little bit faster, but I'll put up on the screen what it looked like last time I did my update, where I only had used it just a little bit, but I have already a pan in here from a different project. So because this is level 4, I need to hit 4 pans. I think last time I mentioned I would try to make them all of the shimmers because I really think that the mattes will be difficult for me to hit pan on, especially like these color mattes, aside maybe from one of the brown mattes. I don't have any additional pans to share with you, but obviously I have use on this palette. This is what it's looking like now. And I'm very pleased with how it looks. It doesn't look too different, but I have been using it. I have been really enjoying it. So I guess we'll go through the uses, right? Why not? So this one right here, I've really, really enjoyed. And I don't have my paper in front of me, which is an error, rookie mistake. Okay, we're back. So this one is called Moon Peach. I did not go into it at all last month. I've gone into it 5 times this month. It's one of the ones that I want to hit pan on. As you can see, there's quite a nice little dip forming. I don't think I'm close, but potentially I'll hit pan on it this month if I carry on the way I have. But yeah, obviously I've done my uses on it, but it's one of the pan ones, so I will keep going. Then we have Air Temple. I used this 3 times last month, so I have 1 more use, which I have gone into. And then Giazzo, I went into it twice last month, and I've gone into it 4 times this month. So this one I've gone to a total of 6 times. Again, it's another one that I'm trying to hit pan on. Moving on, we've got Egg Custard. I've gone into this twice this month. I have 1 more use left to go for my 4 uses. I don't think it's one that I'm going to hit pan or want to hit pan at this point. I just think it would take me a really long time because I don't wear these shades all the time. So I think it'd be a little bit difficult. Moving on, we've got Ang. So this one, I went into it twice. I went into it twice last month. So I've done my 4 uses, but it might be one that I'll try to hit pan on. I'm a little bit unsure at this point if this is one that I want to hit pan on. Then we have Sky Bison. This one I might want to try to hit pan on just because it's quite an easy shade for me to go into. I went into it 3 times this month. I have 1 more use for my 4 uses. If it's anything like this one, it might be pretty quick. So it's really between these 2, which one I want to hit pan on, at least in this row. And then last row, we've got Council. I have 3 more uses to go on this one. I have not gone into it this month. Same thing for Yip Yip, 3 more uses. I didn't touch this one this month. And then we've got Glider. I went into it twice, so I have 1 more use to go on that one. And I don't think that one is one that I want to hit pan on at this point, at least. So this has been a really fun palette. It's obviously one of my favorite palettes in my collection. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Lethal Cosmetics now has my favorite formula. Like ahead of Gloss Gods, ahead of like, you know, Glaminatrix, ahead of all the other ones that I have mentioned that I have really loved and enjoyed. I actually think just going based off of the Avatar series, because that's the only Lethal Cosmetics that I've tried, I think they have the best formula, like eyeshadow formula. I just love it. For me personally, I think it shines and pops. And I have to tell you, like, anytime one of you mentions, I love your eye look, most of the time I'm wearing this. Like, I've put one of these shimmers on there to make something pop a little bit extra. And I don't think that's a coincidence. I really don't. These are beautiful. These are stunning. I think what I have noticed though, and I kind of noticed this when I first got this palette, is a lot of these shimmers, only 4. So 3 out of the 4 shimmers are very, very silver leaning. So you've got Moon Peach, which is beautiful, but you can see it's a very, very silver. Giazzo, not so much. This one obviously is beautiful. It's got like a taupe underbase or like a greeny taupe underbase. It's weird underbase. And then it has the purple shift. And then you've got this blue one in the middle, which is blue, but it's very silvery blue, which beautiful, gorgeous. And then Yip Yip again is very silvery. It's got the brown sort of taupey base with a silver flip. So I don't feel like I can try to hit pan on all the shimmers all at once because of the way that they look. It's very rare that I would be able to use all 4 in one look because they're gonna look the same, right? So it's not a criticism at all. It's just obviously what the palette is like. I love this palette so much and I love these shimmers so much. Obviously terrible swatch there, but I love them so much. But you can see 3 of them shift very, very similar to each other. So that's why I'm kind of concentrating on Moon Peach first. Obviously this one as well alongside it. And I kind of have, I haven't neglected the blue one, but definitely neglected this one just because there's no point me trying to go into it when I'm already working on a shade that is very, very similar. Obviously, this pairs really nicely with browns because it has that brown underbase. This pairs really nicely with the yellow because it has more of a yellow undertone or whatever you want to call it. So there are reasons for them to be in the same palette, but that's just something to bear in mind if you ever wanted to get this palette. It is still very icy, silvery leaning. And it really is interesting when you pair it with these warm tone shades, because you wouldn't expect it to work, but it really does. So anyway, enough about that. In terms of overall uses on both palettes, I will put up on the screen now how many uses I went into for the Club Nebula and obviously the Avatar Air. So there you have it. I'm just going to be working on Avatar Air for at least the next, I want to say, couple months before I roll in my level 5. I am in no rush to get to level 5. I feel like I just finished level 5 because it took me 6 months to finish my last level 5. And then I had my level 1 and my level 2 at the same time as I had my level 5. So I'm in absolutely no rush to move past level 4. I'm going to sit comfortably in level 4, enjoy the palette as it is, and just see how long it's going to take me. It might take me a little bit of a while with this one. I'm assuming it will, but you know what? It's fine. I really love this palette, so it's a joy to use anyway. So anyway, that's everything I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!